Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Lights, Camera, Kate. Today I'm going to be doing a fun little segment that I like to call Cocktails with Kate. Because, well, happy hour is my favorite hour, and I like to interview cool, new, exciting, different, weird people. That person on today's show is going to be none other than the infamous Whaboom guy from this season of The Bachelorette. That's right, Rachel may have kicked him off her show, but I'm bringing him on mine to talk about all the drama, why he chose the word Whaboom, and what he's up to now. So, keep watching.
One thing I do know is we all have a little Whaboom in us. That is one thing I do.
Are you gonna try to make me do the Whaboom? I don't know how that's gonna go.
You know what? I don't have to make anyone do anything.
I'm just gonna end up doing it.
It's inside of you.
Know.
You don't know. You just. Even the last person on earth who said that they didn't have any Whaboom in them,
they did.
Actually let it out.
Well,
as we were leaving the castle of romance.
They did. All right. I guess maybe I'll be doing that at the end of this interview. All right. So cheers. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Started on the show, pineapple.
So, oh yeah, it's pretty good. Sunday fun day, you guys.
Yummy.
So, to start, I think I need to have you do the Whaboom.
Oh.
I think that's the way to start this off.
Are we looking here?
You can look wherever you want, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over there.
Just ruin my whole shot.
Is that Tom over there? Is he Whabooming again?
What's he doing?
Wild.
What's kind of about?
Alright, ready? 1, 3. 2, 3.
Wow. Round of applause for that.
Yeah, it all came from this man right here.
But you look a little bit different than that man now. You got some hair going on.
Yeah, well, we all grow up.
Okay.
Let's maybe redraw the man, but in a sense, we never grow up, and the man inside in the mirror is always the same.
The inner child.
The inner
right?
child.
That's funny. So
for Mrs. Whaboom, possibly.
There we go. We can add her to the shirt.
She's working on it.
You can be in the background with her own little catchphrase.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So speaking of the catchphrase, where did Whaboom come from? I know you said it's been around for a while. How long and why?
Good question, Kate. I've been getting that quite a bit.
Yeah, I feel like people are pretty curious.
People just won't leave me alone. The Whaboom is just a Whaboom, alright? Just chill out. Alright, Kimmel, like, it is what it is. Alright? And it really just kind of, it comes from inside, and it is whatever you want it to be. And that's kind of the glory of Whaboom.
Well, how long has Whaboom been around?
Whaboom has been around since the womb, kind of where I've been flowing with that answer.
Literally, you came out of the womb Whabooming. Is that what happened?
I think my mom was the one that Whaboom first, but yeah, I would say that it's been around for a solid 10 years.
Okay.
It's been in my kind of vernacular.
Okay. 10 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Why did you choose the word Whaboom? Like, where did that come from? Was it from like a scene you put up or something?
It just kind of hit me like a bolt of lightning.
Pure genius.
Whoa! And I was like, okay, well, that's one of my probably 10 to 15 other sayings I have.
Oh, wow.
But, there's burger time, let the big dog eat.
Heard that one.
Who's hungry, who's sucking what.
All gold. Like
Gold
just
time.
straight fire.
Let's see. Where's the rat in the cage? Grab the mouse and then distribute chicken to the antlers over there.
Are you just saying words now?
These are not words. That was a sentence if you were listening.
Just a random string of words.
Reverse that, and to play it in slow-mo, and
okay.
It makes sense.
Okay, kind of like the Illuminati stuff. You play the songs backwards and it all makes sense. That's you. You're just genius.
It's philosophy, genius.
So you are an actor, comedian. You've been working on some music. What do you do outside of Whabooming?
I work in real estate.
Okay.
So, get these old mans up here. Ask the question again.
What do you do? What do you do with your life? So I know you don't just walk around Whabooming everywhere, so.
Yeah, generally I pace back and forth.
Screaming at people?
Yeah, Venice Boardwalk.
Honestly, that would seem normal there, so.
People make a living doing it, and that's what I do. I walk up and down the streets, and people throw quarters in my mouth. It's like Whaboom. It's a very. I make about $1.50 a day.
Not too shabby.
Anyways. No, what I do is I work in real estate. So I work in real estate for about 10 years now, and I own several properties here in LA.
Okay.
And that's what I do.
Okay.
I also work as an actor. I know, heaven forbid, there's an actor on the show, The Bachelorette. So I manage and own properties in LA.
Okay.
And I've been doing stand-up comedy for a while now, and been focusing on comedic acting.
Okay, what do you want to do overall? Do you want to be a real estate agent, or do you want to be an actor? What's like the goal? Fancy eyebrow moving. That's the goal. I'm actually pretty good at that too. Good. Right? I can't do that. I'm out. Kate out.
That's what I want to do is fancy eyebrow moving. What's the question?
What do you actually want to do?
Oh, I want to be the most successful person you ever met.
Don't we all?
I don't know.
I do. I definitely do. So what would make you the happiest then? Is it comedy? Is it acting?
What would make me happiest in the short run right now is really being a top comedic actor. To be honest, I mean, to add to that, I would say, you know, having become my own production company, kind of like the Adam Sandler route, where
get to make your own stuff.
You know, he was found, he did SNL, and they put him in movies, and then he kind of created his own production company, Happy Madison. So that's kind of where I would like the ball to roll.
Okay.
As the snowball falls down the hill and
keeps picking up snow.
Collects more snow, which of course I've never seen that actually happen.
Where are you from?
San Francisco.
Oh, okay. So no, you have not seen that. Okay.
Woodside, 40 minutes south.
Okay.
San Francisco.
Okay.
That's where I grew up.
When did you move here?
I moved here about 9 years ago.
Okay. That's wild. Right after Whaboom was created.
Yeah.
You brought Whaboom to LA.
I Whaboom into LA. And the funny thing is about Whaboom and kind of my other sayings is you'll see a few other of my sayings on the show if you watch the show this year. And it's kind of like it's always been me, and Rachel said that kind of on the show.
Yeah.
And I kind of, in a sense, was just brought to light a little bit.
Tell me a little bit about your past projects, your upcoming projects. I know you've done some cool stuff, like I watched your reel, it's impressive.
My past projects have been a mix between things that are on TV and movies and short films, and then stuff that I've created and produced myself.
Okay, very cool.
So, you know, I got SAG through doing a Got Milk commercial.
Oh, nice.
And they only wanted my lips. I've heard that before. I'm just showing you different ways to use Whaboom.
Yeah, there's variations.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you got milk. Yeah. I heard you were working on some music. True or false, you have a song about Whaboom.
Okay, so Whaboom song kind of starts out with, you know, walking in the club, you know, trying to show me love to Mr. Whaboom, you know, and, you know, trying to get on my shades, trying to ride this wave. Look, I'm Mr. Whaboom, you know?
Oh yeah, I can see this is the next club banger. It's gonna be good. Let's talk a little bit more Bachelorette.
Yeah.
You and I met previously on a red carpet where you were there for a reality show, correct?
Yes.
And is that how you met Blake Ellerby? Is that his last name? Is that how you met him? Because it was on a reality show, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I met you on the red carpet because you were hosting, you were doing your hosting kind of stuff. And it was for the other show that I was on, the Exile. Okay. And I did meet Blake from the other show.
Okay. Were you guys friends on that show, or was it kind of the same chemistry that you had going on Bachelorette?
I mean, we were friends, but it was, you know, it wasn't like we were hanging out.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably hung out with him between the end of Exile to beginning of Bachelorette. I probably hung out like 3 times.
Okay. So why does he hate you so much? He's got some rage in there for you, Lucas.
I think it had to do with my ex being kind of involved with me, and I think there was a lot of problems where...
Because he was her roommate, right?
They were roommates, but there was also like 3 other people living there, so it wasn't like they were roommates
Right.
like sleeping. You know, it was like a common
house. Yeah.
like 4 people.
Yeah.
So it just kind of, I don't know why he had so much resentment for me, and I think it will probably blow over. I think that there was a lot of anger that was shown on the show, and I was like, bro, if you keep this up, we're both gonna get booted, and you're not gonna win this battle. And that's exactly what happened. And unfortunately, you know, there was a chance for him and I to do our own things and just leave me alone, because I am friends and was friends with a lot of guys in the house. And, you know, buddies with all those dudes who kind of were saying, oh, Whaboom's this, Whaboom's that, kind of in their interviews. But yeah, that's kind of a first impression, but a lot of the time that we had in the house together, hanging out, I'm buddies with a lot of those guys.
Okay.
So,
that's awesome.
With Blake, kind of, I'll never forgive.
He ate too many bananas over you as you slept over.
Bad nightmares of those bananas.
What is that? Like, did you just make that story up, or was he actually standing there eating a banana staring at you? Because that's something.
No comment.
That's really all I can say is that's something.
No comment. No, I can't say yes or no to that.
Okay.
Because we're just not sure. We don't know. It's kind of like Paranormal Activity. Is there or is it not?
It was a dream, it was a demon, we don't know, but it was a good time.
Runs across the room. But
that was a good story.
I just love the fact that when he kind of says, banana? I don't even eat carbs.
I cannot eat bananas, that's not a thing.
Man.
But Rachel's like, okay, what's going on?
But she's literally laughing. If you see her, she's literally like,
oh yeah.
That's your response.
She knows it's like a huge joke, and she's like, what am I witnessing right now?
Obviously, she like was responding to me. I was like, you're kidding, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, no, it really happened. And she's like, did he eat the banana? Like,
she knows it's a joke.
It was obviously kind of made to be a joke.
Yeah.
And it just, but to put the cherry on top, he literally came home with the punchline, and I didn't have to do it. It was like a layup.
It worked really nicely. I don't give you that. That's hilarious.
But, you know, it is what it is, and we just have to move forward with, you know, the Whaboom in us.
I like that.
And look to the next thing.
Forget the bananas, forget the Blakes. Focus on the Whaboom.
Forget the Blakes, they don't even exist anymore. And but one thing I do have to say is I'm happy for Rachel and whoever she's with, because she really does deserve a really good guy.
I was gonna ask, what is she like? She deserves to be Bachelorette? I mean, she is
she's
the queen right now.
To be honest, she's got it all. She just is a very nice person and very sincere and honest and straightforward. And it's, you know, with me that's kind of her and I were actually clicking for a bit, because things that you didn't see behind cameras is like when we were talking, kind of having our moments, and things you did see when we were playing football. You know, a lot of the focus was like her and I kind of like hanging out, and we did have that friendly connection, because I was kind of like, you know, pushing it, like in a sense where I was like, let's kind of see where this is gonna go. I don't want to like, you know, waste time to an extent where it's like, if you have something there, then good. If you don't, then, you know, why play the game?
Yeah.
I guess.
Fair.
I'm too honest to be honest.
That's probably a good thing though. I feel like Rachel's like that too. If she has a problem, she will tell you and she will kick you off. So I like that about her a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My friend just saw her the other night, and he saw her actually on Saturday night in Dallas, and he was just saying that, you know, he was like trying to defend me, like he saw her, and he told me, he's like, yeah, I walked up here and I was like, kind of like, immediately was like, well, Lucas is like this, and she's like, you don't have to tell me like
Yeah.
about Lucas. Like, I had a lot of time with Lucas, and believe me, like, yeah, I know he's a great guy. I know he's very sincere, and like we had a good connection. And she kind of even, you know, said like, obviously there was drama that was
Always.
created in the house that, you know, separated us to move forward, you know, or any longer.
Right.
But you know, it was funny because it was nice to hear Rachel say like, oh, you know, Lucas is a very solid, great guy, and it's nice to kind of hear that from somebody else and from her.
Especially somebody you respect. I feel like people see like the Whaboom side of you, like this outrageous, funny guy who's like joking around all the time, and then there's this side of you,
right,
where you're very sincere, you're very serious. So, do you feel like you were kind of unfairly judged on the show a little bit?
Yeah, I mean that's a fair talking point, which is, and a lot of things that were asked to me on the show to do, I think people underestimate me, and I'm like, yeah, people underestimate me all the time. But it's also kind of the reason why I won that challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, against 7 or 8 other athletes.
I have to say, you were killing that baby in the water. I was like, Lucas.
Well, I mean, the baby's plastic, all right? And I spiked the baby because obviously that's part of like the.
That was funny though.
It was a part of the comedy value that.
It was a bit.
The producers and whatnot, they wanted, you know, it kind of, you know, they see that thing, that ness in you, and they want to bring more of that out.
Of course.
And I think everyone was surprised that I won. To answer your question is, the Whaboom side and the serious side are one. Like, and this was kind of some of the arguments that I'd have with one of the other guys in the house, and it was Dean. And
this alcohol's working.
now, well, you know, in any case, you know, I was approached and it was like, well, I like this side of you, but I don't like this side of you, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I don't care what side you like of me. Everyone else seems to get it. Like, why? Oh, right, you're like 25 years old, I'm 30, and, you know, that makes a big difference. And he's a good guy, and I think, but you know, he has his own thing, but we did get in an argument at some point, and you know, I'm there to, I'll speak with every single person and explain to you me if you want to have a conversation about Whaboom and whatnot. And it actually, after a few days, he kind of like settled down and was cool, and he kind of silently was like making fun of Blake and stuff like that. And I don't know, I guess that was it. Yeah.
So you were a little bit unfairly judged, and I know the same thing has kind of happened, you know, in social media in America. How have you handled kind of the backlash you've received?
So I was unfairly judged. I mean, I feel like I'm unfairly judged in general, you know, to an extent where people underestimate you and you're shown as this Whaboom person, and that's all kind of you have to give, right? And you can probably relate to that in many ways, as any person can. I'm not different than any other person. Every person you meet has two sides to them. If you put a boiling pot of water over their head, they're gonna react in a way, it's like, they're gonna freak out. And everyone's gonna freak out in their own way. You're probably similar, unless you're Buddhist and you can like, okay, well, throw it on my head. You're like,
we're good here.
Everything's fine. Yeah, I've been viewed very interestingly by the public. I think there's a lot of people. It's interesting to see what a word like me just doing Whaboom on a show can bring out so many bottom dwellers who can't wait to just attack something that doesn't fit in their kind of day-to-day life. This isn't what's supposed to happen.
Right.
It's supposed to be normal, or it's supposed to be like not like crazy,
outrageous,
outrageous, you know, or insane. And I just kind of responded. I was like, what else is supposed to happen? What's supposed to happen next?
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to, you know, do what I say, I guess. I mean, it's like, what are you supposed to do? And the funny thing is people don't understand that I'm only coming with good intentions and a very big heart and a very kind heart. And that's something that was hard to get through. And what you really see is how powerful the media is.
It is. Scarily.
Scarily upsetting.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, your instinct is like, I need to get back on TV and like show the world that I'm, you know, I'm not just.
Right.
And
victim a little.
Yeah. So you kind of it's pretty rough, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's good. You know, it's good. But it's like, who the hell is, you know, Jennifer Smith saying like, this guy is the worst person ever, blah blah blah, and it's like 200 likes, and I'm like, God, like,
yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to deal with too. I mean, it's cyberbullying.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yes.
That's hard.
Well, it's tough because I'm a person who always like stood up for people that got bullied. I, you know, believe it or not, never really got bullied much. But I also was never the bullier.
Okay.
I did get picked on by the older guys because I would kind of pick at them.
Yeah, that's
I kind of, you know, I kind of like give them a little Whaboom,
right.
be like,
play with them.
hey, you know, you're not that cool, you know, you're 3 years older than me, but come on,
That's fine.
let's
That's
pump the
bold.
brakes. Yeah, we're the same. Like my whole thing is, look, we're the same. People are the same. Bullying, it's like, it's good that I kind of was a product of it because it kind of adds more fire to what the good that I want to like give back to the world. And you know, one of the things I'm doing now is all the proceeds from these shirts, to which, believe it or not, are quite popular.
Do I get one?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna wear that to bed every night.
It just flies in.
All right, so.
All right.
I'm currently being gifted a Whaboom shirt.
Whoa! There he is,
Thank
boys.
you.
The savior.
So much. Don't fold that. I'm gonna put it on.
Oh, you are?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's going on.
All right.
And we're gonna be twinning for the rest of this interview. It's gonna be amazing. Now, talk a little bit more about the good you want to do in this world.
Oh, the good.
Now I look good, so let's talk about what you want
You
to
look
do.
great. It fits you well.
Yeah, it does. I like it.
And that's actually a bigger size, and that's
It's actually pretty comfy.
yeah.
It's soft.
Yeah.
All right. Where can people buy these?
Buy them offline
Okay.
at lucasyancey.com.
Okay.
Insert Lucas Yancey scrolling here.
It will be right there. And end here with a bang.
And that off screen, lucasyancey.com.
Okay.
And it all has worked out well, not only because the shirts are being made for people, but they're also going to a really good cause.
What's the cause?
And the cause is Robert Paler's healing and rehab program, where he was injured in a rugby game and he was paralyzed. At the school I went to, so I went to Berkeley.
Oh, okay.
And I played rugby there as well. And this kid is 19 years old and he was paralyzed in a rugby game. And
It's awful.
they're trying to raise $1 million. They're around $700,000 at the moment.
Wow. Why is this the cause that you were passionate about? Why did you choose this one?
The reason why I chose this is not because I was biased because I went to UC Berkeley or because I played rugby there, but because it could actually make a difference quickly. And it doesn't have to be like, let's try to give water to Africa and all the countries with $4,000.
Right, there's like an immediate effect scene.
It's just, giving money. I'm not saying let's not give money to
Of course.
Africa, because that would be the bigger goal down the line. I just know that doing things of that nature won't create an immediate effect, and I just kind of saw this as an opportunity where it can make a difference and help this kid, and he's getting movement in his fingers, a little bit of movement in his fingers,
Wow.
And there's little signs of that, and I just couldn't imagine.
Going through that, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's just intense.
Yeah. Well, I like that. That's respectable.
So, I think you start with Pebble theory.
Yeah. See, guys, there's more to him than Whaboom. Obviously. But back to Whaboom a little bit. So.
I need to go. Whaboom this.
You need some of mine? Bring more. How would you feel about reading some of the mean tweets and responding to them? Give yourself a chance to defend yourself. Kind of like Jimmy Kimmel's situation.
Oh,
Does that sound?
yeah.
All right.
I mean, we have, so Nick Viall
Yeah.
posted a picture
Of you?
of himself,
Oh, yeah.
and it's one of the most liked pictures on his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like 2 weeks ago, and it says, "This is my face when Whaboom is said on Mondays."
Oh. Low blow, Nick.
Of course, Nick didn't know that I was getting kicked off. I was gonna be around for a lot longer. See you, Nick. Got under your skin just before my exit.
And like I said, the goal is to get people talking about you, so.
It's working.
Okay. First tweet is #Whaboom, the sound of my lady part shutting down forever.
I would say, I'm pretty sure your lady parts were shutting down much before the Whaboom existed. Whaboom.
Alright, Whaboom showed up in a shirt with his own face on it, and I've literally never hated someone more in my whole life. Harsh.
Well, hate's a very strong word. And the amount of times that people say that, it's like throwing, I don't know, I don't even have an analogy.
But like, do you really loathe me? Do you really hate me?
It's like they're breathing this. It's like, oh, I hate you. It's like, how do you use it so freely?
Yeah.
Like, this person has a lot bigger problems in their life. I almost want to be like, look, person W.
The Bachelor Bro is actually his username,
Look,
so even better.
Bachelor Bro, handle. Like, really? Like, that's, you hate me? Okay, well, you have nothing else better to do, and I would just want to give you kind of like a high five.
Mm-hmm.
I really just want to like be in a room with all the haters.
Yeah, and be like, get to know me.
No, it'd just be fun.
Yeah.
It would be like, this is kind of like, that would be like the goal.
That would be intense.
I mean, I probably need some bodyguards, but
Yeah, seriously.
at least for the first 10 minutes, but yeah.
It'd be interesting. Make for great TV. All right. Just when I thought nothing could make me miss the words platinum vagine, along comes Whaboom.
Yeah, they were putting me in the same sentence as Corinne.
That's Corinne, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I would say that I don't know, Corinne. I think it's tough. I don't have a nanny. I also don't
do a lot of things.
I don't do a lot of what she does. And I think even Chris Harrison said in an interview earlier, he was talking about Whaboom guy and saying, well, he is Whaboom, you either love him or you hate him. When he was talking about Corinne and me, he was like, oh, well, Corinne's a lot more subtle in her Corinne-ness, and Whaboom's a lot more in your face.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, not at all. Like, she's like a lot more like in your face. I'm more like doing it for the crowd. She's more like,
A little sneaky.
yeah, like the snake,
Yeah.
kind of like slithering, like very subtle, quiet, like hey, everything's fine, and then shh,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna keep like jumping behind your back until I leapfrog past everyone.
So now we're gonna play a fun little game, which I know you've probably seen before. We're gonna do Shag, Marry, Kill.
Good.
Ben Higgins.
Good guy. I actually am friends with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Talked to him a few times on the phone. He's a very solid dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the season. It's
Very
cute.
nice, like sincere, genuine, like very kind of like you see what you get.
Yeah.
That's who you get. It's like this guy, and he's just.
Good job, Ben.
Yeah, I think there's nothing. I wouldn't see a person on the planet saying a bad thing about that guy.
So you would marry him?
I could see someone marrying him.
Alright.
I guess he just got divorced. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they broke up. That's so sad.
I can see him not being off the market for long though.
Yeah, oh, same.
Yeah.
I'd hubby him up.
Yeah.
Actually, what that's
I think
saying.
he's marriage material.
Yeah, for sure.
No
Alright, so then between, let's do 3. We have JoJo, Olivia, and Chris Soules. Choose which one you would do which to.
Mary.
Yeah.
Kill, I guess.
Wait, kill.
Was Shag this guy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to kill someone here.
That's kind of hard.
I would kill them both. No, I don't know.
They're both gone. Done with these ones. Next one, Nick.
Oh, I mean, every chick wants to like marry that guy. I mean,
Corinne.
Corinne is the
Or
best. Caitlyn, marry, Shag, then kill. No, I'd say Caitlyn's the best.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Agreed. She's funny.
She's just a great person. I think that she's just all around a really cool, legit person.
Just chill.
Yeah.
Really chill. So marry her.
Straightforward. Marry. Tough. Shag.
Which one did you point at?
Definitely Shag, but I don't know. I'd have to.
Then give her the axe.
I have to. That's a.
Container roll.
Gotta wrap the big dog,
And then Nick's just gotta go.
Nick. I don't know. I guess I'd kind of maybe give him like a pound and be like, just gotta give Whaboom a chance, Nick. That's what
You
he
rip
said.
him.
I don't know. Yeah, that's on your accord.
Haters gonna hate.
We'll see.
And then Chad.
I mean, just love the guy. I think him and I would just
Be best friends.
yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win? Who's your prediction? Can you give me that? You don't have to give it like based on anything.
All
But
right,
like,
here's the deal. I come back.
He's resurrected.
Episode 13.
The final two.
During the final two, I come back and just be prepared.
All right, it's gonna be a good show.
And Whaboom lives on.
Should we do it at the same time?
Ready?
1, 2,
3.
Whoa! I don't know what I just did, but I did it. All right, thanks guys. Check us next time. All right, well, that's it for me here on Cocktails with Kate at Lights Camera Kate. So if you liked this video, which I hope you did, then you should check out some of my other ones at www.lightscamerakate.com or follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Durocher11. Bye guys.